What's up? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We had a killer night. Rise and grind. I didn't even go to sleep, baby. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What up? What up? Guys, we're up about 85 pips thus far. Once we get to 14.15, we'll be up 85 pips. So we're up 80 pips right now. Which notifications? The Periscope? Rags to ruins. So what happened? You're not getting them anymore? Good morning, everybody. 6 a.m. East Coast time in the U.S. We're killing some pips this morning. It is a pip massacre this morning, let me tell y'all. Pip massacre. Whaler, what's up? Pip killers. Hashtag pip killers in the house. Hashtag pip killers. This is how we kill pips. We are looking at the Euro USD. What's up? Whaler, how you doing? We're looking at the Euro USD chart. This is the 40-minute chart. How are you guys this morning? How are you guys this morning? Come on. Come on now. Come on. That's Norton. What's up? What is up, guys? How's this work? Well, basically, if you're not familiar with Forex trading, you should probably get a little bit of familiarity. I'm not sure where you're starting from, so I don't know where to explain it with you. I'm about to get my run on. Yeah, Vodka, that's what I'm talking about. Good morning. Hope you got some sleep. Did not get any sleep. Feeling good though. Feeling good. All right, so you're starting from scratch. I would head over to babypips.com. Babypips.com. Gujar, what up? What up, guys? If you're interested in the beta membership for FX Prime, which will allow you to get text message alerts of when the algorithm goes short and long in the market, in the currency markets, you can email me info@fitbusinessman.com. Email me at info@fitbusinessman.com if someone wants to put that on there. Yeah, thanks, Secret. So you guys can email me at that email address if you guys want beta access. It is an invitation only program and membership. Invitation only. So you can tell me what your Periscope username is. You can tell me what your first and last name is and where you are in your trading journey. Code de la mode, what up? What up? Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're killing some pips this morning. Thank you for the invitation, guys. Hearts and invitations. I love the hearts and invitations. Absolutely love the hearts and invitations, guys. Guys, we're almost at 1,000 followers. Please invite some people onto the stream so we can get that 4-digit number. I like some 4-digit numbers. If this is your first time in the room, my name is Jay Salvati. I am an algorithm designer and trader. I'm also known as the #1 Forex trader in the world. Welcome to the scope where we kill pips on a daily basis. We kill pips on a daily basis, guys. If you like to see money being made, this is the room to be in. This is the room to invite people to. If you've always wondered about trading, what it takes to make money in the Forex markets, this is the place where you gotta be. Sorry, I don't understand what language that is, but thank you for being in the room. Glamour codes, catching pips on the daily. That's Norton, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. If you guys have always thought about, man, I wish I could get my foot in the door with Forex. Yes, Code de la Mode. We've been short since we actually exited, I'm not even joking, at 1463. The algorithm went short at 1463, so we're up another 43 pips. We're up 93 pips right now, actually. You can look at the last scope. You can see exactly where I went out. I said, guys, we're going out at 1463. The algorithm changed directions, and we've been short since then, so it's right on the money, and we are still short. Man, Wendy's ain't got nothing on this. Semcan, how are you? Guys, if you guys are new to the room and you have no idea what you're looking at, in short, what you are looking at is money being made. That is the short answer. What am I looking at? What are these colorful bars? These Easter egg colored bars. I don't understand what's going on here. What you're seeing is money being made. You always wondered what it looked like on a computer. This is what it looks like. I'm going to remain short until the orange SIG level, which is at 1411, 1410, unless the algorithm turns. So it's looking like the algorithm is trying to turn. No problem, Rex Taroons. You just have to hop on babypips.com. They have a nice little beginner type school that you will be able to learn a lot of the nomenclature and the basics of Forex trading. I don't know how many people are online right now. A lot of people are probably still not up. Emercom114, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. I think a lot of people are getting kicked off, right? So we see some very nice price action here, guys. How much money would you suggest I have to start day trading? Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on how much leverage you would like to take on. Alright, which will increase your risk as leverage goes up. Your risk increases. And it depends on the market. This is the Forex market. Do you have to have money to start? You do have to have risk capital, yes. And risk capital, what that is money that you don't have to use for your rent, for your car payment. It's money that you would theoretically have in excess to all of the things that you need to pay for on a daily basis. So yes, you do need risk capital. Some accounts are started with as little as $1,000. which is pretty much the smallest business investment that you could ever make, and still have chances of getting a return. So if you were to lever that up 10 times, so 10 times leverage on a $1,000 deposit, you would have control over 10,000 units of currency, and you could make hundreds of dollars per day with that if you hopped on and you followed our trades. No, 10 times risk is not, 10 times leverage is not risky. I've controlled in excess of 20 times leverage and still been able to control it. You have to have the skill level of knowing when to take on excess leverage. I have an algorithm of which I'm releasing a beta membership for. The algorithm sends text messages to your phone and tells you when to take long and short positions in the currency markets. Now, if this is something that sounds interesting to you, it's invitation only. It's invitation only. So if this idea sounds very intriguing to you, you can send me an email. Info at fitbusinessman.com. Info at fitbusinessman.com. Can someone please post that, guys? Info at fitbusinessman.com. Thanks, S. Norton. Yeah, it'll get there eventually. I thought you emailed me already. If you emailed me, you definitely got the invite. Ah. What you mean, man? You never get around to making money? You gotta have time to make money. You gotta have time to kill pips in the market. Everybody has time for that. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Everybody has time to make money. Everybody has time to make money. Unlocking. Oh, really? With FXCM? That's odd. Don't they give you customer service there? They didn't give you guys any customer service? Ah, you need some type of document? Maximize potential. Maximize potential. Guys, can we get some Twitter shares in this room? Twitter share, please. Please, can we get a Twitter share? A Twitter share or two. Finally got the oh, okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for the shares, guys. People need to see this. People need to see this. Yeah, guys, we're having a good run this morning. You know, started in the market at around midnight. We went long at 11:05. I mean, sorry, 14:05. 14:05 price level. And then we exited at 1463, which was on this candle. On this candle we exited 1463, went short. We're still short. Party tonight at Borgores. The party tonight was actually in my office. In my office. Now. Maximize, did you send it recently? I think I just got it. Did you just send something? Boom, boom. Alright, I will get to it as soon as I hop off this scope. Thank you for emailing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Whaler, yes, I do, but right now I'm focusing on Forex strictly because of a few reasons. That's an excellent question. No problem, no problem. I believe that there's going to be extremely high amounts of volatility in the currency markets this year, which are going to make the ability to profit in the Forex market great. Now, why do I think that's going to happen? Because I think there's a lot of volatility in the market that is not priced in at this point. I think there's going to be a lot of currency wars. I think there's going to be a lot of trade wars. And because of that, I think that currencies represent the best trading tool for anyone right now, okay, in terms of using an instrument to gain alpha. Okay, and what is alpha? Alpha is the ability to extract value from a market. So when we're hitting these price levels and we keep taking pips from the market, essentially what we're doing is we're extracting value from the market, because we shorted at a certain point and our account keeps building with every pip that the candle goes down, and then we exit at an appropriate time. And what that does is, obviously, someone has to take the other side of our trade. They're taking the losing aspect of our trade, but the Forex markets are so liquid that just might be, a bank or some other fund somewhere. You don't necessarily know exactly who you're trading against. But the point is that the reason I'm focusing on Forex is because I think it has the most opportunity for gains in 2016. That makes sense. That makes sense. Essentially, the instrument you trade, as long as there's volatility and you get a feel for that market, you don't need to trade a lot of markets. There are people that do nothing but focus on one currency pair. There are people that only focus on one index. Whether it's the S&P 500 or the Russell 2000. Some people just focus on one thing and are extremely profitable. So, in terms of trading is a different mindset than investing, okay? What we're essentially doing here is what's called speculation. We're speculating that the price will increase or decrease at certain points in time. And because that is considered speculation, it's not necessarily considered investing. It's a completely different mindset. It's a completely different animal when it comes to how to approach the market. So good morning, guys. Good morning. This is the Euro USD too, Steve. Welcome to the room. This is the 40-minute chart. Bama, welcome to the room. Lots of new names, guys. I like seeing new names. I appreciate you guys coming into the room. If you're new to the room, my name is Jay Salvati. I am an algorithm designer. I am a trader. I am a tech investor, inventor, creator. But I'm also known as the #1 currency trader in the world. And I hold that up as a standing, competitive thing. If anybody can take half the pips that I take on a daily basis, I will give them a personal shout out on Periscope as a way of basically, sending followers their way, but also acknowledging that there's another skillful person in the market. I look at competitive things as necessary because they help us as individuals really push ourselves and get the most out of our own individual goals. Yeah, Ash, I've been short since what was this candle? I've been short since like 420. Yeah, that scope was funny. Nice, Ash. Yeah, I've been short since 4:20 a.m. Eastern time. I think it was like 4:20. It was like 4:15. Went short at 1463. I'm still short. No problem, man. Glad you walked away with some pips. That's what we do. That's why I like when new people come in the room. A lot of guys will come in the room and try to talk trash, and then they start seeing how we literally just kill pips on a daily basis. They think we're bullshitting, but I'm not. I'm really not. This is what we do every single day. Now, I obviously can't control the price movement. Some days have more volatility than others. But if there's volatility on any given day, we walk away with money. Very good. Yeah, if you didn't blow up your account in 1 year, you've got some strategy. You've probably got really good money management as well. So good for you. Most traders will blow up their account within 1 year. And alpha is not easy to attain. Alpha is not easy to attain. And I tell people, yeah, I'm here, man. Alpha's not easy to attain, man. Some people go their entire life and never have a winning strategy. And it's important to know that. And that's why I come on here to give people like kind of an inside look. If you're a newbie, there's 2 places I would start, okay? The first place is you can go on some website like babypips.com and just get... Yeah, cool, Ash. Is it... I hate when that happens, Mason. I'm sorry, dude. I keep yelling at my friggin' server people to not give such a strong spam filter, but they keep saying that they need to do that to protect themselves, which is complete bullcrap. Do you have a Gmail account? Maybe you can email me from Gmail. What was I saying? I was saying... Alright, so you're a beginner. Where to start? Yeah, for some reason, if you're on a company server and the company server happens to send out a lot of emails, it may be a blacklisted IP, or it may be something like that, and those filters tend to be very sensitive when it comes to companies. Can't sign up in the meantime. Just email me on Gmail and let me know what you're having trouble with, and I'll straighten it out as soon as I get off the scope. The order form freezes? Yeah, just email me. Let me know. So as a beginner, can someone post my email? It's info@fitbusinessman.com. info@fitbusinessman.com. So as a newbie, there's 2 places that you want to start, right? The first is with general knowledge. You have to have a foundation of the nomenclature and the strategies that are commonly used in the Forex market. Okay, now starting with that base does not necessarily give you an edge in the market. Thank you, S. Norton. An edge in the market comes when you actually have a strategy that is a very comparable amount or measurable amount better than, thank you, Weller, than other people. All right, so there has to be what's called alpha, meaning that there's a benchmark that everybody is trying to beat in every market, right? So in Forex, it could be a basket of currencies, let's say, and there are currency funds, and their goal is to beat the return of a basket of currencies or something like that. Okay, so everybody's chasing that benchmark. Well, your strategy has to return so much in excess of the benchmark that it's almost like ridiculous. Like, people wouldn't believe it. So if the benchmark is like 2% a month or 1% a month, I'm not in stocks right now. This is the Euro USD. I do play stocks, but I'm currently focusing on Forex. But so let's say that the benchmark is 1%, 2% a month, which is what's called the absolute return. It's not a large return, but when it comes to large amounts of money, some people would rather have that type of return with very little risk, as opposed to a large amount of return and having them accept more risk. Okay. So what gives a person alpha, or a fund alpha? Well, you have to have a strategy that is continuously tested, that sometimes takes 1 to 2 to 3 decades to put into place, and there's a lot of math involved and analysis involved to get to that point. So you're not going to learn strategy from a basic site like Baby Pips. Baby Pips is going to give you like a very foundational understanding of what the Forex markets are, how they work, when are they open, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to actually making money in the market, you're only going to learn that from following a trader that's making money in the market. You need to ride someone else's coattails. You need to be an observer. Okay, you need to be tutored. You need to have your hand held, and you need to see how the swordsman makes the sword, so to speak, right? So you could read that in a book, but it's not going to be the same as if you watch someone make something, right? So in this way, that's the other aspect. If you get to hop on someone else's trades and see how and why they're making trades, and you listen to the commentary, which is what I do on the scopes, all right, you're going to be heads and shoulders over everybody else. I mean, from what I see, there are no other good Forex mentors out there. Not saying that I'm a mentor. I don't consider myself a mentor. I'm just a trader and algorithm designer. But I guess the way that I explain things clicks for some people, and so I don't mind if people follow me and follow my trades. But I'm not gonna hop on here and give everything in real time. If you wanted to get things in real time, then you could sign up for the service, the FX Prime beta membership, which is basically you will get text messages to your phone of when to go long, when to go short, okay? And there will be educational aspects in the member area that you can look at that are going to be much more in depth than, say, Baby Pips, right? Because they're going to be more strategic. So everything I teach is based upon strategy. Yeah, I make fun of them quite often. So, and that's the difference. When it comes to strategy, okay, when it comes to strategy, if you don't know strategy, you will not make money. And so that is the aspect of getting the alerts and making sure that you can hop in on a trade and exit a trade at the times where professional traders would be doing so. Alright? That takes a long time to learn. Strategy takes the longest time to learn. Basic information and just the ins and outs of the Forex market in a textbook fashion, those types of things are easy to learn. But the pattern recognition and the strategy and all those other things that you cannot be taught in a textbook take sometimes decades to learn. So you see this fib level is acting as a nice support. This fib level was drawn from last week. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Guys, can we get some invites? A friend of mine is trying to get me to join IML and build a team. Well, I will tell you one thing about trading. You cannot recruit traders. Trading is not something that people off the street can do. Alright? That's like trying to recruit a professional athlete off the street. You guys understand that? You cannot recruit a professional athlete walking down a sidewalk. It doesn't happen. Alright? Trading is the most competitive football field you will ever see. You don't see the guys with big muscles. You don't see the guys with big muscles, but they're out there. These guys are smart. These moves right here, I'm taking these positions against, MIT graduates at the top of their class. Harvard graduates in mathematics. Double majors in computer science, PhDs. Those are the types of people you're playing against in this market. If you think that you can walk in off the street and beat those people, you're wrong. There's no possible way that an individual can, quote-unquote, recruit professional traders off the street. It's like me walking down the street and hoping to find the next Michael Jordan. It doesn't work like that. Trading is extremely competitive. In fact, it's the most competitive thing you'll ever do in your life. It's the most competitive thing you'll ever do in your life. Because you're trading against the smartest, most cutthroat individuals in the entire world. I'll just be honest. You're trading against the smartest, most cutthroat MFers in the entire world. Because if they lose their position, that's the difference between getting 2 Ferraris and 1 Ferrari. That's the difference between making your kid's entire college tuition in 1 year for all 4 of his years and not making it. I know it wouldn't work because of the fact that I just gave you. You cannot recruit superstar traders. So it's going to be an endless recruiting process. You're going to recruit people, they're going to blow up their account. Then you got to go out and recruit more people and they're going to blow up their account. Then you got to go out and recruit more people and they're going to blow up their account. The fact of the matter is what you see me doing here, only 1% of the traders can do in the world. In the entire world. 1%. 1% of the traders in the world make a living from actually trading. 99% lose. Alright? That's not my statistic. That is a statistic done by the brokerages themselves. Gmail is getting kicked back too. Alright. Let me when I hop off, I'm gonna do some investigations. I don't like that. I'm gonna start complaining. Yeah, it's intense, but it's the truth. It's the truth, and that's why, something like that, you got to look at a business model like that. What's their product? What are they selling? What the heck do they sell? All right, you know, the thing with multi-level marketing, and I'm about to go on an MLM rant, so you might want to invite some people. Invite every person you know, because I'm going on an MLM rant. Just, just, just invite every person you know. If you want to have a comical rant, I'm about to go off. I'm about to go off. I can't contain it. Seriously, I want to see some invites, guys. Come on. Come on. We're going to make some people laugh. I'm about to go off. Invite on Twitter. Invite through the scope. Come on. Swipe, guys. I want to... If you're on Apple, if you swipe to the right on the screen, you'll see where it says share. If you're on an Android, swipe up. I know, all you guys fell asleep on me. Come on, we're making money here. Wake up. Wake up and make money. Yeah, share them whatever you want. I don't know if you can share on Facebook. I thought it was only Twitter and share with all followers. I thought those were the only two options. Those are the only ones I see. Anyways. Alright, here's my MLM rant. You guys ready? The rant is this. There's nothing inherently wrong with MLM. MLM in itself is a great business model because it allows a business to scale and allows people to get paid what they're actually worth if they're good salespeople. Okay? Thank you for the share, Maximize. Here's where MLM gets a little tricky. If the MLM is selling a product that is crap, the MLM is destined to fail. If you're selling a product that can be easily made, easily duplicated, or is a fad product, your MLM will fail no matter what. Because people can get the product somewhere else. Does that make sense? If, however, your MLM is a great product, let's say, it is a, patented formula for some type of supplement, it can't be duplicated, it's the only one of its kind, it's a great supplement, everybody loves it, that's a different story. But if your MLM is making more money off of the people that are coming into the company than the sale of the product or service itself, that's called a Ponzi scheme. That's called a Ponzi scheme. So if you don't have a product or service that is just killing other people, I mean, you got to have no competition essentially. Yeah, I mean, you got to also understand this, right? If all these guys were making money trading, there's no reason to be an MLM. I mean, I just showed Mason. Are you still in here? Mason made like 5 figures the other day in the trading room in like 15 minutes. There he is. Guys, ask Mason. Mason, can you hear me? How much did you make? What was that? Friday? Was that Friday or Thursday? How much did you make in the room in like 20 minutes? Was it 5? Was it 5,500? Yeah. So guys, if you're making, if you have the ability to make $5,000 in a day, why in the world would you join an MLM? Yeah. But the idea is the leverage, right? I was giving an MLM rant, Mason. So essentially, guys, the moral of the story is there's nothing inherently wrong with an MLM. MLM in itself is a great way to, foster sale abilities if you want to be a salesperson, okay? You know what I mean? But when it comes down to a product, you got to have a product or a service that is just so sweet. Thanks, Mason. Thanks for letting us know that. if you have a product or a service that is just outstanding, your MLM is going to be great. It's going to take off. And by all means, if you love the product and you love to sell it, then that's your thing. But, you can ask Mason, because I'm pretty sure he's in the finance industry. The ability to make money in finance is so difficult because there are so many smart people. I mean, there are just so many ballers. I mean, if you're expecting to recruit people off the street and have them trade Forex and have that be like your team, I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? I mean, if I asked you to go and grab a bunch of your buddies because we're gonna play against a bunch of professional football players, you know how that's gonna end. And I can tell you because I've actually played against professional football players. I'm probably the only person. I'll let you guys know something. I've never told anybody this. I'm probably the only person that any of you know that has scored 20 points against Warren Sapp in a basketball game. That gives you an idea of what my age is. But yes, I used to ball. I balled against Warren Sapp before. And let me tell you, when you play basketball against football players, the football players forget that they're playing basketball. They forget that they're playing basketball, and it ends up being a very brutal basketball game. Cool. Yeah, I was in high school at the time, and let me tell you, Warren Sapp had a few pounds on me. Warren Sapp had a few pounds on me, let me tell you. And he was just as fast, which was the striking aspect of that basketball game I'll never forget. Oh, I can imagine, man. Most guys, I mean, I played ball in the South. I grew up playing basketball in the South. Most people grew up playing at least 2 or 3 different sports. That was the norm. Yesterday was still Euro USD, Ash. Yeah, yesterday was still Euro USD. I've been trading Euro USD for like the past 2 weeks because there's just no. I mean, there's no other volatility in the currencies that matches this. Yeah, I'm likely because we've got Brexit coming up. All right, so the vote in Brexit. I mean, leading up to Brexit, I'm expecting lots of volatility in the euro. Chosen words, what's up? So I'm expecting lots of volatility in the euro going into the next few weeks, few months even. Yeah, I mean, you can just read up on Brexit and see, there's probably some article on it on the front page of Bloomberg right now. USD. I haven't been watching many other currency pairs. I've been watching anything that is related to the euro, basically. But right now, I'm focused on currencies. I've been designing for the past 8 years an algorithm that's based off of artificial intelligence, which is the algorithm that is telling me to either take the longs or short positions that I've been doing for the past few weeks, almost a month now. To be honest, we haven't had any loss that was over 5 pips, and those losses were only taken on what I call SIG levels, which are levels that the algorithm determines for order flow, based upon order flow. Working very well, working very, very well. Last week on the hourly chart, we took 575 pips. On the daily chart, we took 275 pips. Today, we're already up 95 pips. So, looks like we got a position reversal. Let's see what hourly. No. So, it's still short. Alright, yeah, there we go. I want to see this take out. This yellow line is the SIG level, which is basically an area where a price was aggregating, both bids and asks. What are dying? Pips. Pips are always dying. The pips are just being killed left and right. You see this? You see this? I like it. I like when moves work, guys. I like when it happens right on the screen. You see this? So guys, my conservative exit would be at this 1410 level. Pip massacre, that's what it's about. How did I learn to write? Basically self-taught. Good question though. Yeah, I did not. I did not study computer science in college. So my conservative exit would be right now at 1410, guys. So we took the short position from 1463. So that's a 53 pip move. Sorry. About somewhere. Wow, nice. Good moves, good moves. So the idea is that the 1410 level has acted as a place for taking profits for quite a while. You know, if we go through these levels, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me, but technically speaking, you know, I'm very cautious right at this point if I was still in the trade, so we exit at 1410. And if I wanted to go long here, I would just go long, because the algorithm is obviously shooting off a long position now. But I do expect there to be quite a bit of chop. We may get a big candle reversal here. Just because this level, you know, the 1410, the 1405 has been so paramount in acting as support. You can see all the price action around that level. Lots of price action. Oh wow, guys, I just got a Bloomberg alert that Saudi Arabia's ratings have been cut by Fitch. So that's pretty interesting. Remember I told you guys 2 weeks ago that Saudi Arabia was looking at imposing all these different tax laws? Dude, I've been doing this for about 8 years. My first 2 years I was heavy into equities. So I've been trading 10 years and 8 in the currency markets. But yeah, I find that interesting that so a couple of weeks ago I told all the guys on Periscope about Saudi Arabia and how they were looking to impose like all these weird tax laws and such. Like they're gonna start taxing sugary foods and soft drinks and stuff like that because they have a cash flow problem with their debt. And you know, they just got downgraded by Fitch. So I wonder what, you know, there's probably some volatility in the oil markets right now, which, by the way, could affect USD. All right, so oil is priced in USD. Oil business is done with USD. So if Saudi Arabia just downgraded, there may be some really nice moves in Euro USD and also other USD type currencies. People are going to be shifting around the dollar quite a bit probably today. What the hell am I listening to? Man, are you guys getting kicked out a lot? I keep seeing that a lot of the same people just keep rejoining. Is Periscope that bad with kicking people out? I never get kicked out. Ah. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you a secret, guys. Alright, I had to go to the Apple Store to learn this secret when it comes to Periscope. I didn't originally know this, but so the guy told me, I'm on an iPad mini. When I scope to you guys, I'm on an iPad mini. Ah, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I didn't know this, but the processor on an iPad mini, alright, so like an iPod and an iPad mini, I think they're fairly comparable in price if you get a refurbished iPad mini. But if you get a refurbished iPad mini, the processor is much faster when it comes to streaming stuff. So the guy told me at the Apple Store, he's like, if you ever wanna stream things, just get a refurbished iPad mini because it'll cost almost as much as like an iPod that's new, but the processor is much faster. What up, Jose? So that's why, you know, hopefully you guys never ever get any type of sticking from my iPad, because the processor, I maxed out the processor. Whatever the top of the line iPad mini refurbished was, that's what I'm scoping to you guys on. Jose, we just took 93 pips from the market, and it's only 7 a.m. And actually, we're up like, we went long. What did we go long at? Where was this candle? Systems long from 1409. 1409 is where Prime is long from. This song's got some bass to it, man. 7 a.m., baby. 7 a.m. and still going strong. Come on, guys. Hey, guys. I'm almost at 1,000 followers. I'd really appreciate if everybody in the room just invited, even if you just invite one person, man. I'd really like to get 1,000 followers today and hit a nice milestone. Hit a nice milestone, baby. Come on. Thanks, Mason. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little slow here, guys. I expect a lot of choppiness around, this 1410 level has been choppy as hell going back, to last week. So at this point, I want to see what the open at, when New York opens at 8 a.m., I kind of want to see how much force comes into the market. No problem, Jose. Tear it up, buddy. Yeah, no problem. No problem, no problem. But yeah, do you guys see what I mean when I'm talking about the volatility, right? I mean, London is creating these very large moves. When London comes online, if you notice, they create a trend, man. London has in its mind that it's going to force a trend whenever London comes online. So that's 3 a.m. Eastern time. And man, it's almost like they bought as soon as they came online, they bought and then they sold until until this point. Sell it into New York. Pretty amazing. I mean, we got a 50 pip move, basically 50 pips up and then 50 pips down. And Prime caught both of these moves, which I'm happy about. Yes, at this point I'm going to brag about it. Yes, I'm happy that it caught both the moves. Hey, man. Hey, you hating, man? You hating, man? You can't hate. We making money and you ain't. Antonio, what's up? Hello, YR. What's up? Thank you for joining the room. No, we've been short, dude. Mason, we've been short. Oh, you're saying still long right now from this? Yeah. Alright, there's too much volatility. At this point, not cool. We're going short again. We'll see what this level does here. That's the first time I've ever seen a reversal like that. It's the first time I've ever seen a reversal like that where it went from a long position to a short position that quick. Yes. I mean, it's only 5 pips right there, but that's the first time I've seen that happen. Very interesting. Jackson. So when the reversal happens like that, we usually still stick with it on the way down. If we were long, then we switch and stick with it on the way down. You see, that's what happens right there. Amazing, man. Amazing.
This is the hourly now, guys. We'll see if we don't get some type of reversal. You know, I want to see if this fib level holds. It's very odd that the position reversed that quickly. Yes. I mean, we were long at 14.05, so like we're at the most we were 7 pips down, so we're 4 pips down right now if we stayed long. But when it goes against, once it changes like that, when it goes from a long to a short, that quick change, you have to go short if it goes from long to short and vice versa. Because that means that essentially what happened in that instant was an extremely large order block came into the market. I mean, it has to be a very, very large order block to move the price like that. So there's two things that you do. The first thing is you have to make a mental note the direction of the spike. Alright? So the direction of that was downward. That's usually indicative of some type of fund that's selling, and they'll try to do it in spurts. So they sell a lot, they go into the market, and then they come out. They try to let the price recover. And then maybe later on today they do it again. Alright? But when they execute orders like that, they're trying to get out of the euro. So at this point, if we were long, we didn't rack up any any large losses. If we're still short, there's two things you could do. You could take profits right here and wait for the next signal, which will likely be around the SIG levels. So the next signal is either going to be at the 1405, 1406 SIG level or that 1410 level. What volatility, man, right? That pop was like 10 pips down, like in one instant. Mason, are you trading right now? Gotcha. So right now, Prime is still, it's technically short right this instant. But you also need to pay attention to the price action. If the volatility is just like jumping around, I tend not to take those positions. I like to see smooth price movement. And so you have to understand that when the price movement is very jumpy, That's usually indicative of some very large funds trying to manipulate the price lower to go long, or manipulate the price higher to go short. So essentially what they do is the high frequency type trading algorithms will find where exactly the stops are, and it's no coincidence that this hit the Fibonacci level. So they bump the price down, take out the stops, and then buy, and that's what causes the retracement. So even if this price comes back down again, they bought here, and then on the retracement they sell again. That makes sense? We're talking very big. To make a pip, to make, a 6 to 10 pip move like that, we're talking, tens of billions coming into the market and in order. It's not retail. Like, retail does not make a move like that. But like I said, we keep note. Going forward this week, if we start seeing a lot of volatility downward like that, yeah, 1 pip is a lot of money. They're trading 25, 50, 75, 100 lots. And those are like the average traders at the banks. And most of the time, those guys are actually not playing tick by tick. They have such large amounts of money to put into the market or take out. They may be doing it on like a daily pivot level. So they just do it a lot of times on a daily basis. It depends on what they need. Vampire. Yeah. Well, they're part of it. There's so many players in the Forex market. You've got different companies that are overseas that have to pay in a different currency. They have to pay, they're based in the US, but they have a factory overseas. So those workers have to get paid in a different currency, and so they put very large orders into the market. They call up an exchange and put large orders into the market. They tend not to be so caught up in pip by pip movement. Alright, Weller, sounds good. Thanks for hopping in the room. I'll see you. Yeah, at this point, guys, the price movement on the upside was very nice, very smooth. We had a dip here that Prime caught, and then Prime went long again. Then we went short. We had very nice price movement on the way down. Sounds good, Weller. Mason, you're the second person that's told me they had bounced emails, but a lot of other people said that it went through fine. I'm working on... I just fixed the payment page, guys. For you international guys, there was an issue with the one of the fields. The state field was showing up as being needed, so I had to change that. I already changed that, so for you guys that are international that try to check out, if you're watching this, it should be fixed. GQ forever. What up? What up? What up? Yeah, guys. Hey, guys, I'm going to be scoping a lot today because I really want to eclipse that 1,000 follower number. Last I checked, we were like 13 followers away. Thanks, Jose. Appreciate that. And like I said, guys, even if you have a small amount of followers, I'm pretty sure that Periscope keeps track of some type of data where they equate the amount of shares a broadcaster gets to how interesting the broadcast is, obviously. And I'm willing to bet that the more shares someone gets, even if it's not to a lot of people, that the more that scope will show up in like search rankings or whatever. So I really appreciate you guys. When you share, it means a lot to me. Shogun Palacio. I just thought of the fighter Shogun. Let's bombard you for like 20 seconds. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I think this is my first time scoping like around this time. So I'm actually I'm just impressed and thankful that there's this many people in the room. I didn't think I'd get this many people. Yeah, at this point, the algorithm is still short. It doesn't necessarily mean that now's the time to take the short. The prudent thing to do at this point is to wait till the next signal. But, I told you, once we're in this 1405, 1410 area, all right, Jose, sounds good. Once we're in between these sig levels, I mean, the price just acts like a magnet. So we may get sideways movement for quite some time. Maybe for another half hour, just sideways movement. At least 1 or 2 candles, maybe. Yeah, get it, Jose. Ninja Squirrel, what up? Squirrels are like ninjas, man. Alright, guys. Obviously there's not too much going on right now. A lot of people cut out of the room, so I'm going to get offline. I'm going to actually try to get some something to eat. Make some coffee, heat up some coffee. Get into my little morning routine. And I'm actually going to show you guys what that is in one of the videos in the member area. So, not too crazy of a morning routine, but I do believe that it helps me get clarity. I mean, don't forget the freezing and bouncing back. Right. When exactly is it freezing, Mason? And what browser are you on? Is it freezing when the page loads, or is it freezing when you try to place the order, or what? on your phone, or are you on a desktop? Which one? Phone? Okay. Interesting. It shouldn't be doing that. Mason, try on desktop. I don't understand why it would freeze on phone. It was tested supposedly on every device, so. But now I'm like, okay, well maybe it was not tested on iOS phone. Yeah, it's got to work on phone, so that's why I'm like, what the heck? All right, I'll check it out, and I'll get back to you on it. It might be something that I have to have someone look at because, as far as I know, I tested it on everything, so it's not making sense to me right now. Sound good, guys? All right. I'll be back on later if there's going to be any moves, you know. This says it wants to go long, but I'm thinking that because we're in between these two levels, the SIG levels, that we're not going to get much price movement. So I appreciate the shares, guys. If I see something occurring on the next candle, then I will hop online and let you guys know. All right. Take a quick look at the hourly. Thank you, S. Norton. All right, so hourly 2 is actually firing off at this fib level, which is interesting. Yeah, look at that volatility. Psh. Alright guys, I'm going to hop off and get some coffee. I will see you guys shortly.